So District Attorney Fani Willis is prosecuting Donald Trump for trying to steal the Georgia election. And now Trump's lawyers are arguing that Fani Willis should be removed from this case because they are accusing her of having an affair. That's right, they have accused her of having an affair with a black attorney, Nathan Wade, who she hired to work alongside her. And now they say that makes her unfit to prosecute Donald Trump, and a judge is set to decide on whether or not Fani Willis can stay on the case. They have no evidence for this. They just have what they call sources with knowledge. They have been dragging Fani Willis's name through the mud from day one. They've been trying every way in the world to get her off this case. And anybody who tries to prosecute Donald Trump, they go after them. Any judge who tries to judge the cases, they go after the judges, they go after the prosecutors. They never hold Donald Trump accountable for anything. And let's stop and think about this for a minute. Just for the sake of the argument, let's say that Fani Willis did in fact have an affair with the attorney who she hired to work with her. Let's say it's true. It was consensual. It was two consensual adults in a consensual relationship, if it were true. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has dozens upon dozens of allegations of sexual misconduct. He was found liable of sexual abuse. He cheated on every wife that he ever had. He cheated on one wife with a porn star and paid that porn star off. This is a guy who has 4 indictments, 91 charges, tried to overthrow the government, overturn an election he knew that he lost, took documents. I've went down this list so many times in so many videos, and I keep driving this point home. This is a guy who says he wants to be a dictator for just a day, and if we will let him be dictator for a day, he'll give it back after it's over. He has said that he hopes the economy crashes. He has argued that he should be allowed to execute political rivals and generals. He has demonized every institution that we have because they've tried to hold him accountable. And they say that all that is forgivable. They think that he's fit to be the leader of the free world again, but this woman who could possibly have an affair, she's unfit to prosecute him. This is the double standard of all double standards, and any judge that looks at this should simply do an eye roll, get up and walk out. I can't imagine looking down at this. This would be like, okay, you got Charles Manson on trial for the Tate LaBianca murders. He's on trial. And he stands up and he says, hey, you know what? Old Vincent Bugliosi over here, he's unfit to prosecute me because he ripped a tag off a mattress. That's how ridiculous this is. And now they're upset at Fani Willis because when she came out in her defense, they said she played the race card. She pointed out that she hired 3 people to work with her. One of them was a black man, and that's who they targeted. People get so mad when someone like Fani Willis plays the race card, and they get even madder at a white dude like me with my accent for saying, you know what, she's right. You know what, she's got a point. They continue to try to drag her name through the mud, and they will do everything they can to hold her accountable. And the funny thing is, they will do anything they can to hold everyone accountable who utters one word against Donald Trump. Any content creator on the internet that misspeaks for the slightest moment will have 1,000 comments telling them exactly where they misspoke. And yet every word that comes out of Donald Trump's mouth, every ounce of verbal diarrhea that he spews out into the world, they will give him a pass for that. They will gaslight us and tell us that we did not hear what we thought we heard. And if we did hear it, we didn't understand it. And if he did say it, well, it's true. And the gaslighting continues, and that's what they are doing here. Instead of going after the prosecutors and going after the judges, how about this? How about you sit back and you just let it all unfold? If you're so innocent, if you've done nothing wrong, then sit back and let it all unfold. And then when it's all over, Fani Willis is going to have egg on her face. Why go after her? If you're so innocent, just let her do her thing. If you're innocent, she can't touch you. There's a reason why they go after the prosecutors. There's a reason why they go after the judges. There's a reason why they are doing everything that they can to delay these trials. If he's as innocent as everybody says he is, he should want speedy trials, and he should want them to say anything they want to say. If Donald Trump came out and said, hey, you guys go ahead, say whatever you want to say. I'm innocent. I have the proof. I have the evidence. Sleep with whoever you want to. Do whatever you want to do because I can prove that I'm not guilty. If he was saying that, well, okay. And if he brought the evidence to the table, okay. But he can't. We've been hearing about all this evidence he has. He's going to release it any day now. He never does. They've made these allegations against Fani Willis. They don't have evidence, but it doesn't matter because all they have to do is plant that seed out there in MAGA's mind. And then what happens? Someone like Fani Willis's name continues to get dragged through the mud. She continues to get threats. She continues to be bullied. I mean, the woman literally is in danger everywhere she goes because she's trying to prosecute their Messiah. She is trying to uphold the law and do her job. If he's so innocent, let her do her job, and she can't touch him. You'll never get through to Trump supporters. They will defend him to the end. We've learned that. We've determined that a long time ago, that they don't have a gag reflex and there's nothing he could ever do. Wouldn't matter if he had all the video evidence in the world. Wouldn't matter if he came out and, right now, if he just came out and admitted all of it and said, yeah, guys, I did every bit of that. They'd still say that's okay, and they would still say that he's fit to be the leader of the free world again, but Fani Willis isn't fit to prosecute him because she might have had a consensual affair. That is hypocrisy. That is double standards, and I know it's going to make people mad for me to end it on this note, but yes, it's about race, plain and simple.